Statistics Part 6. Whoa! Dragons. Prestige banners and labyrinths. What does it benefit you? How does it get there? Watch out for the dragons. Let's go find out. Hey guys, Pokemountain here from twitch.tv/Pokemountain, bringing you the final installment in our statistics series. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing the dragon itself, the labyrinth with the dragon spirit, as well as prestige banners, where these all pertain in the game, what sort of statistics difference you get out of it, and how you, as a free-to-play player, can benefit the most. Let's go have a look. So the first thing we're going to look at is your dragon specifically. Now, if you don't know where your dragon is, once you go into your castle, just come right to the top. There's the dragon lair and click on dragon. Simple as that. Okay. So now what happens is your dragon itself, by being different levels and by being a different size each time you level it up, that dragon gives you additional benefits and it gives you additional boosts. Those boosts are also for your troops, for your infantry, for your cavalry and things like that. But there's other things as well, like march capacities and wounded conversions and that sort of thing. So let's go have a look exactly what these dragon skills can give you. Right, so once you go into your dragon skills, you'll see all these different options here are available, and each one has a different function. This one, for example, gives me wounded conversion. That means if my troops are in a battle, in KVK, for example, or in somebody's just attacking me, or I'm attacking somebody, and my troops would be marked as dead, a certain percentage of them will be rolled off to wounded instead of killed outright. Now, obviously, you want that as high as you possibly can get. So this wounded conversion gives me an additional 13.65% to converting those casualties into wounded so that I can heal them and bring them back. Then you'll see here troop health plus 45%. Not a hell of a lot, but that is troop health, so it's across the board, which is great. But that's also, I'm at level 4, star level 4, and this actual skill itself is at level 28. So it's taken me a while to get there. If I look at this one here, march capacity plus 43,000, that means I have a 43,000 boost to the number of troops I can send out in a march. Cavalry damage is up by 32%. Again, not a heck of a lot considering it's level 26 and 4 stars. Cavalry versus bowman damage plus 80.6%. Okay, so when cavalry are damaging bowmen, they get an additional 80% to their damage. That's nice. That's not bad. On this one, cavalry versus infantry damage, same thing. Cavalry damaging infantry, I get additional 80%. Cavalry attack is up by 108%. So if you add all of these up, bowman damage plus 28%. Bowman versus cavalry damage. When bowman damage cavalry, 88% boost. Bowman attack, 108%. Bowman versus infantry damage, 80%. Now this one can be upgraded. So let's see, 104 and 80.6. So if we click upgrade, it's going to go to confirm there, show you the overall change. 104 and 80.6. So the bowman versus infantry damage stayed the same, but my bowman attack went from 84 to 117. That's quite a big jump for your crystals that you get for free every day in the game. So that's awesome. Infantry defense up by 104. Infantry versus cavalry damage reduction, 80.6. Infantry versus cavalry damage reduction. So when your infantry is damaged by their cavalry, the reduction is increased by 80%. And infantry versus bowman damage reduction, same thing, 80% drop, and infantry health plus 104%. When you eventually get your dragon to a high enough level, for example here, monster loot bonus plus 10%. So when you send out a march with your dragon against a monster, what you get from that attack, you get an extra 10% out of it. Here we go with extra troop damage and kills plus 1%. Here troop attack plus 2%. And here troop defense plus 2%. These are not very big buffs. Okay, and it's going to take you, you need these scrolls here, for example. And I think it's 500 of these scrolls that you need to get this benefit. And these scrolls, the only way to really get them is in your alliance ceremonies. And they're expensive. Are they worth it? No, not at all. There's other things you would rather spend your alliance ceremonies on. Getting your destruction armor, getting your gems, getting your weapons, getting your crystals. If you've got everything else, you can get crystals for your dragon to upgrade the skills and get much better boosts like this, for example. Is this worth it? No, not at all. Not until you get to the point where there's nothing else you can really get from your spirit ceremony. Then yeah, sure, go for it. Okay, so that's your dragon. So each time you level up these skills, you are increasing your statistics. And whilst you look at it and go, well, that's not really a lot. When you add it all up, it actually works out to a heck of a lot. Because, for example, here, you might be getting cavalry damage is only boosted by 32%. But you're getting cavalry versus bowman damage that's up by 80%. In the case of cavalry versus bowman, you're going to get that 80 and that 30. So you're going to have 113.1% boost just by increasing this dragon skills for free in the game. As for your dragon's level itself, each time you level up your dragon, your troop health, troop attack, troop defense does increase by 1%. So if I leveled this dragon up now to 57, for example, it would go up to 57%. It's 1% per level of your dragon. So if your dragon's at level 60, for example, it will go up by 60%. Again, this is 100% free in the game. So why not do it? Why not do it indeed? Okay. Dragon emblems. We've discussed dragon emblems before. This is just where you put your emblems. So if you wanted to see what emblems you've currently got in their levels, that's where you go. Simple as that. Okay, so what else can we show you? If I click on the eye here at the bottom next to the dragon's power, it will actually show you the overall boosts that you've managed to get through your dragon. So let's have a quick look here. Infantry health is up 785%. Infantry attack 936. Infantry defense 1000. All of a sudden, those tiny little boosts and bumps are huge, aren't they? It's a 1000% boost to my infantry defense. Hello, 100% free. What a pleasure. 600% for cavalry health, 1000 to their attack, another 1000 on bowman attack. I mean, this is crazy for free. Bowman versus infantry plus 80%, bowman versus cavalry plus 80%. And you can go through your entire list and see monster march speed is up by 224%. So if I was to not level up this dragon and I didn't have this monster march speed activated and I didn't have my VIP activated, that I've effectively got an extra 270% to monster speed. Could you imagine how slow my march would be to the monster? You'll still get there, but if you've got the opportunity, take it. Of course you want to take it. Right, so that's Dragon in a nutshell for you guys. As you can see, you can get a lot of boosts at the end of the day. It takes you a while to get there, but considering the fact that it's free and you get these crystals and that for free every single day, it's 100% worth it. Where do you get those crystals for free? Well, if you come to the middle here, you see this statue here and this statue here. If you click on that statue every day, underneath here is a praise button. If I click here quickly, you might see it for a second before it disappears there. So that praise button pops up. And every day you go into the statue, you click praise, 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 select the other one, praise, praise, praise. That's going to give you free crystals. As well as if you come to the Merlin Trials and you go into the shop itself, you can purchase yourself intensity crystals level 1, 2, and 3 every day. And if you get your level high enough, you can also purchase yourself intensity crystals level 4 and intensity crystal level 5. This you can only purchase once a week, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is like every 3 or 4 days or something like that. But you're getting those points anyway from doing your spire, which is free, and you're purchasing your crystals, which is free, and you're going to level up your dragon for free. The other thing to note is that your crystals themselves, 8 level 1 creates 1 level 2. 8 level 2 creates 1 level 3, and so on and so on. So I'm at the stage now where I need these level 5 and higher. So these level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4 don't mean anything to me. So I'm going to go, okay, synthesize, which means I'm going to convert these into level 2s. Remember, 8 makes 1. I'm now going to synthesize these level 2s there. Now that gives me another one here. I'm going to synthesize this one, which is going to give me another one here. And I'm going to synthesize this one, which is going to give me another one here. Once I got 5 of these level 5 crystals, I can then go back to the dragon. I can go back to skills, and I can see which skill is still at 4 stars. Any one of these that are at 4 in the corner here. And I can say, click there, click evolve, and it will show me my 10 crystals here. I can click evolve, and it will then go to being a 5-star dragon. Or a 5-star skill, sorry. Once again, those skills are going to give you big bonuses in the long run. You definitely want to be working on your dragon every single day. The other thing you can do is if you're upgrading your dragon tower, it's going to reduce the amount of dragon skill XP required for the things you do in your dragon, like leveling him up. At the moment, I've got it at minus 14%. If I was to upgrade, I could go to 14.5% reduction. It does help you if you can do it, but there are more important things to concentrate on your upgrades. So is it something you're going to really do? Not necessarily, but if you've got the capabilities and it's there sitting waiting for you, go for it. Right, the next thing we're going to be talking about is prestige banners. Now, prestige banners is something that only really comes into play once you are at stronghold level 15 and your buildings are at level 15 and higher. If you're at level 14, you just can't do it. It won't allow you. It will actually say to you there that the building needs to be at level 15. What is a prestige banner? A prestige banner, you've probably seen them before, is these items over here. Used to upgrade the prestige level of certain buildings in your city. Now, we did discuss briefly the prestige banners in terms of the statues, where in order to have all 3 abilities unlocked of a statue, you had to have your prestige to level 21. But that's all we discussed. We didn't actually discuss what benefits you get out of your prestige. What your prestige does is there's 16 buildings altogether that you can put your prestige onto. And what it does is it gives you, yet again, more statistic boost for free. Of course, just like the dragon, prestige banners, and pretty much anything else in the game, if you are wanting to get there quickly and you're willing to pay a small amount, medium amount, or large amount, you can just go to the shop, go to dragon, where you can purchase your dragon XP, and you can purchase your crystals straight off the bat. And that's going to get you to your dragon stuff very, very quickly. Otherwise, no, prestige banners are here somewhere. Just give me a second to find it. There we go. If you purchase this box here, for example, which is a prestige banner chest, you get one of these. And this banner chest, it's not, there we go. It shows you getting prestige banners times 1,400 to 1,500. So for this one crate, I can get 1,400 to 1,500 prestige banners. It's expensive. Very expensive, considering that 1,400, 1,500 banners is not going to get you much at all. You can maybe get 1 level up if you're at a medium level, but you can get these banners also for free, and you can get 300 banners minimum for free every single day. To do that, once again, do your spire. Your spire is very important. You go here to your spire loot after you've got your points from your spire. And here you go. Once you get to a high enough level, your prestige banner here, you can purchase 200 of them every day, and you can purchase 100 here. So you can purchase 300 for free here every day. The other way you can get it is if your alliance itself, if you go to your spirit altar and alliance ceremony, if your alliance is running the wanderer here, I think it's called the wanderer. Whenever you complete tasks, the rewards you'll get shown here include prestige banners. Now, our alliance rotates. So you'll have noble badges and prestige banners and that sort of thing. But if you've got your prestige banners here, you can get a couple of hundred from here every time your alliance reaches one of its goals. Okay. Well, your alliance and you combined reaches one of your goals. So you can get minimum 300 prestige banners every single day for free. What do those prestige banners give you? Well, what you got to do is you got to look at the buildings that you can put prestige on. So if you click on one of your buildings and it shows you prestige level on the side here, you can click on that and it will show you your prestige level currently, how much prestige you've got, what your current bonus is, and what the next cost is to upgrade. So if I click upgrade here, 424 banners will be taken. And my troop defense will increase from 23.15% to 24.85%. That's troops, so again, it's across the board. If I come here to the barracks, obviously because it's barracks, it's infantry based. These ones will give me a boost. I'm a higher level at this point, so 26 going to 27. I get a 58% increase, which will go to 62. Same thing if I come down here to the stables. If I click on the prestige, this is for cavalry only, bowmen only for the range, siege only for the siege troops, for the siege workshops, giving you your siege boost over there. If I come, not that one, if I come to the watchtower and I click on prestige level, bowman damage, so the damage your bowmen deal can be increased. Mine is currently at an additional 130%. If you come down, let's see, these ones, the farms and that don't have prestige. Let me just show you quickly here. As you can see, no prestige options for the iron farm, silver, wood, all that sort of thing. But your trading post prestige gives you bowman damage received. So the amount of damage your bowmen take, mine is currently at minus 81. It's only at level 21. At the moment, I'm personally concentrating on getting my prestige as high as I can for my bowmen, because that's where my primary damage comes into it, is my infantry block everything off while the bowmen shoot. I want the bowmen to do as much damage as possible. The wall itself has also got a prestige, infantry damage received. This is also a good one to have, because that wall of infantry that you're using, you're reducing the amount of damage that they take, which means that wall lasts longer. Then you come across the hospital does not have any prestige. The armory does have prestige here. Excuse me. In which case, which is for infantry damage, the amount of damage that your infantry deal. The Dragon Spire here, the Spirit Chamber, sorry, does not have any prestige. Your storehouse has got prestige, which is army damage received. So the overall damage your army as a whole receives down by a certain percentage. The university prestige banner, also troop attack increases, troop across the board. Your marketplace does not have any prestige at all. Your traps do have prestige, so we're going to look there. Army damage, the amount of damage your army deals can also be increased here. We go to your Hall of War, look at your prestige there. Troop health, overall troops up by a certain percentage. And we go here to the embassy, prestige level is your cavalry damage, increases your cavalry damage across the board for whatever cavalry you happen to have. Nothing in there for you. The stronghold itself also has a prestige level, which is troop overall, health, attack, and defense increases. Obviously, because it's troop, it's slower, it's smaller amounts, as opposed to, for example, the range, which has got higher amounts because it only applies to one type of troop. Okay, where do you want to concentrate your prestige banners on? Well, that depends on your playstyle, but generally speaking, I would definitely say you want to concentrate on your trap factory to increase the amount of overall damage that your army deals. Your wall is going to infantry damage received, reduce the amount of damage that your wall of infantry receives, which means they live longer for your bowmen to do more damage. Your watchtower, your bowmen damage, how much damage your bowmen deal, very important. The actual range itself, giving your bowmen attack, health, and defense boost as high as you can over there. And where else? Where else? Would there be anywhere else that I would say heavily concentrate on? Yeah, army damage received. That's a good one to also do, because that lowers the amount of damage your infantry take as well as your bowmen. Troop attack, yeah, but I would rather concentrate more on your bowmen and your army damage reductions and your infantry damage reductions. Right, so you can get those prestige banners for free every single day, and it's going to take you a couple of days to build up enough to do one of your levels up, or if your alliance is using the Wanderer and you're getting prestige banners from that itself, you're going to have obviously a lot more, a lot quicker, and you can level up very, very quickly. When you're at Stronghold 15, everything levels up bloody quickly, because you only need one prestige banner, for example, to start off with, then 2 and 4 and 8 and so on and so on. So when you're at level 15, you've got usually enough prestige banners to level up all your buildings to 15 straight away already. It's after that it becomes very, very slow to get there. So you can get it for free. It does take time, but it is 100% worth it to increase your prestige banners. So now, for example, if I did this, my bowman attack, health, and defense would go from 70 to 74%. Again, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a free 4% that you can get. And if you add up a 4% here and 4% here and 4% here and 4% here, all of a sudden it's 100%. We saw with the dragon that those small little boosts that you saw actually add up to a heck of a lot at the end of the day. So that's prestige banners done. Now, the last thing that we're going to be talking about today is going to be the labyrinth itself. Now, to get to the labyrinth, you go here to the top, and there's this little hollow over there, this little entryway. Usually, if you've got stamina saved up and you've filled up your stamina waiting to go, there'll be a little mark here to tell you, you can go on adventure. But we're going to click on there, and this is the labyrinth here. So what happens is, it's a set of mazes and trials. So you start off at the beginning 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. When you defeat the boss, the boss of the level, you open up a chest which gives you benefits and boosts. In this particular case, troop health, troop attack, and troop defense. If you look at the bottom corner here, let's see, section 1 gives me a boost of 10, 10, 10 to each of those. Not that much, but again, it's free. Why not? You go to the next level, then you've got your path itself, your mini boss and your big boss. Again, you're going to open up a chest, and now this level will give you an additional 15% to each of those statistics, health, attack, and defense of your troops. Okay, now we've got 35%. Move on to the next one. Same thing, you go through, open up the chest. This one gives you 20% boosts. This one gives you 25%. Then you add, once you're at 5, say area 5, you're at the maximum, which is 30% boost that you can get to troop health, troop attack, troop defense. 6 gives you the same thing, 30, 30, 30. 7, the same thing, 30, 30, 30. And 8, the same thing, 30, 30, 30. So you can actually get, at the end of the day, quite a lot of boosts out of this. Troop health, troop attack, and troop defense could be 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 12, so that's 65, 70, 80, 90. Is that right? 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 120, 165, 170, 180, 190% increase to your troop health, attack, and defense. For free. Plus your prestige banners, plus your dragon, you're going to have very high boosts at the end of the day. This is very simple to do. It really, really is. When you're starting off, you're going to climb through these stages relatively quickly, and then you're going to get to, I think it's round about boss 2.5 up, maybe round 3, where all of a sudden you go, okay, hang on a second, now I'm dying a lot. How do I get through this easily? Well, I'm afraid to tell you, unless you're willing to spend money, it takes you a long time to get to the point where you get up to 8. You can purchase bundles of stamina. Okay, so you can just go to add stamina, top up now, and you can purchase. But they are extremely, extremely expensive for the reward or gain out of it. It's not worth it at all. What you're instead going to do is you're going to come every single day when you're at the point where you can't progress further. You need to level up your dragon spirit and his equipment in order to be better to go along. And what you're going to do is you're going to grind every single day, all your stamina. So you're going to click on the event. In this case, I've already grounded this one. So we're going to go here. I've still got 5 more attempts I can do here. And I've got enough stamina to plunder 4 times. So I'm just going to say plunder 4, get my rewards, confirm, and close. My stamina goes down. When my stamina builds up, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. And I'm going to do that for days. For 2 or 3 days, probably, at least. The higher you go, the better your equipment scrolls you're going to get. And once you get an equipment scroll, you need 100 scrolls to summon a new equipment. Once you get that equipment, you're going to need 100 again to get that equipment again to enhance that first equipment. So it becomes this whole grinding process. But it is worth it, because you're going to come in here and let's say you log in for the morning, you got your daily things that you do straight off the bat. The first thing that I do when I come into a new day is I come into the game, I go out here and I search for either a monster or a rally or a barbarian camp, sorry. And I launch a rally or I do a monster, because what that does is it takes away the first 20 stamina points from my avatar here. You can see my stamina points. I do that so I'm already starting to generate new stamina. As soon as I do that, I haven't even read my mail yet, haven't done anything else. As soon as I do that, I come back in here, and depending on what events are happening, I will come across here, and I will obviously click there and collect that. I will come here to the Royal Arena. If it's active, I will claim, and I will start to loot. I will come across here, and I will go into the Magic Spire and go explore if I'm not exploring already. I'm not too worried about picking up the farm equipment, the farm resources here, but I'll check to see if it needs to be boosted again for the using the 1 day boosts. If it does, then I will collect and I will boost, collect and boost, collect and boost all the way there, collect and boost. If I'm lucky, I get bells and things because it's a current event. So I go along there. At the moment, the Christmas tree's here, so I'll click on the Christmas tree. I select for the day, I claim, I come across here. I don't do my lucky shots. I save all my lucky shots for when the shop event happens. If I go into lucky shot, for example, I've currently got 2 because I got yesterday's 2. So there we go. I will keep those 2. I won't spend them. Then I come across here to Merlin's Trials. I claim the day before's one and I embark on the trial. If I'm lucky, I've got a 1 or 2 sort of upgrades that I've done along the way, and I click until I get defeated. Now, usually for me, these trials will not increase. I won't get higher on equipment and hero trials and dragon and dragon, yeah, to an extent. Combat trials, research trials, that sort of thing. I won't generally go higher on those at all until the next shop event, because I'm going to be saving all my speed ups, all my research, all my philosopher's stone, all my horns, all of everything to spend during the shop event so I can maximize on my shop event points. That is when I'll come here and I'll embark and I'll level up further. So I do that, but I do go in here and I do claim my daily ones that I need to get. I come across, I go to these statues, I claim my free dragon crystals and that sort of thing. I then come here to the black market. I check how much wood I've got and I go to the black market and I do all my wood trades for the day. Purchase my Lord's Staminas that come in, go through, purchase wood changeover. Next one. At the moment, my honest pass is already at maximum, so I'm not worried about getting a whole lot of these purchases done in a day. I just go through and I go, right, the wood is my excess, so I'm going to be spending all the wood that I possibly can to get stuff that's going to benefit me at the end of the day. Oh, another Lord's Stamina. I'll take that. Move on. Wood. Come through. Wood. Come through. Wood. I'll refresh the 5. At the moment, because I don't need to progress in the honest pass, I won't even spend the 20. I'll spend the 5, but I've got no reason to keep going at the moment. I've got enough resources for things. So I'll go out of that. Now I've done that, I come across here and I come all the way up to the Dragon's Spire. I click there. I click my highest level of mini boss or boss that I have defeated, and I say plunder times 10, that closes. Go to the next one, plunder times 10, closes. Or in this case, plunder times 10, because I get 13, it closes. Go back, plunder times 3, close. Next one, plunder times 5 or 8 or 9, whatever, close. My stamina is finished. I go out, and that's my immediate daily thing done. So I'm going to be getting all the benefits and boosts that I can. I'm getting my Spire loot every single day, so I can get my free prestige banners. I'm going to do my my Labyrinth here, so I'm getting these exchange reward coins, which I'm going to use for purchasing things like this Labyrinth Explorer accolades for my golem and that sort of thing, or march speed increases, some of these siege level troop things, because they count towards your daily create 200 troops, by the way. I'll purchase my healing speed ups and that sort of thing. Go through that. All of that's for free. I will do this every single day, and I will do this on every single farm account. I come here to the center as well. I go to summoning circle and I have a look if my free one is active, if it's available. If it is, I click free. If I've built up 300 silver horns, I will summon times 10 300 horns. Otherwise, I just leave. My gold horns I keep and save up for the shop event. I don't use them, and that's about it. That's what I run through quickly. Once I've done that, I will then go to my mail and see if I, however, when you log in, you'll sometimes get a feeling. You'll look at your mail and you'll see, hang on a second, I shouldn't generally have 20 messages, but I got 20 mails. Then I would go to mail first and see, did something happen? Has somebody attacked me overnight while I was sleeping and I wasn't expecting it or something like that? Or what happened? You know, then I will go in and have that changed. The other thing you got to remember to do is to keep constant with your talents. Okay, if you have done your Lord talents and that to have the harvesting abilities, you're going to want to utilize those as well. They refresh every 12 hours or 24 hours depending, but you're going to definitely want to get those every single 12-hour opportunity that you can. All right, let's just wait for this to reconnect so that I can show you again. All right, so we had to reconnect there. Okay, so your equipment, you're going to come through to your equipment and make sure your farming equipment is activated before you do your talents. And you're going to come to your talent and you're going to click on there and you're going to accept it. Bear in mind that the servers of KOA are sometimes slower than you are. So you don't want to come here, switch your equipment, close there, click there, click activate. Immediately, you might not get all the resources you're supposed to have. You might get half the resources because the server hasn't picked up the fact that you've changed equipment yet. So what you want to do is you want to come here, you want to change to the correct equipment, close, and do something that forces a server lookup, like go there and go back to your area map. Once you're in your area map, you've forced the server lookup, and you can then click talents, click on the talent, click activate, and you can claim your resources, for example. Right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. We've discussed the prestige banners, we've discussed the dragon itself, and we've discussed the labyrinth, how to get through them, how to get the stuff for free, where you get them for free. And yeah, this is going to hopefully help you at the end of the day, whether you are free to play or a spending player. If you're a spending player and you didn't necessarily know all of this, you now know more of what you can get for free so that you can spend less money on those wasted items and spend it on more important items or items that's going to progress you further. If you're a medium spend player, you know exactly what you're doing there. You can purchase your small bundles as well as utilize your free stuff every day to grow at almost, I'd say, twice the speed of a free-to-play player. And if you are free to play, you know where you can get all the stuff for free that you can still grow at the end of the day. That's going to be it for this series for statistics. However, we are still going to do a few more videos. One of the videos being a more in-depth look at what you can do every single day on your account and your farm accounts, how to maximize your gains out of it. Similar to what we went through briefly here today, but in more detail. And the other thing we're going to also be discussing is if you are looking at spending money, where would be the best place to do it according to your budget? If you have a small amount of money, what should you be purchasing? If you've got a medium amount of money, what should you be purchasing? If you've got a big amount of money, what should you be purchasing? So those will be upcoming videos, guys. I hope you learned something from these videos, from this video maybe. If you did, please drop a comment down below. If you've got any suggestions or anything, please also drop a comment down below. I do reply to every single comment that I receive. Otherwise, hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification icon so that you can be alerted every time I do one of these videos, and it will hopefully improve your game and teach you something new. Until the next video, guys, be good, be well, and be safe. Bye.